In this section, we will discuss identity and OAuth phishing. Phishing attacks are an attempt to obtain sensitive information from a user or site and pose a constant and significant threat to businesses. The information targeted can be anything of potential value to the hacker, especially usernames, passwords, and credit card numbers. Sometimes information by itself does not appear to be sensitive, like your age or email address. But when combined with other information collected, these similarly innocuous identity fragments can help an attacker impersonate you. Identity, especially online, is a complex set of fragments that can be gathered and combined to compromise a system or a user. The key to reducing risk of impersonation is to hide or secure as many of the pieces of the identity puzzle as possible. One way a phisher may attempt to gain identity information is by creating websites that look almost exactly like trusted websites, and then creating a scenario where the user is strongly enticed to click into that site and give up personal information. For example, a hacker may create a duplicate Facebook website on their own servers, designed to lure in the unwary and then send an email or pop-up notice to a visitor that convinces them that they must log into the Facebook for some reason. However, once the user has typed their email and password into the site, that information is then given to the hacker, and they will have been phished. The hacker can then log into the real Facebook account and take all the information available on there. Depending on how you have your Facebook account set up, which games you may have played, and which services you may have used, they may be able to gain enough additional information to compromise your identity on other sites. It can be a long process to steal enough identity fragments to compromise someone's identity, but it can be worth it to the hacker. OAuth phishing is a type of credential phishing that takes advantage of the open authentication OAuth standard to gain access to user accounts without needing to know the user's password. OAuth phishing exploits the trust relationship users have with their well-known online service providers, as well as the trust relationships those providers have with their own third-party applications. It is accomplished by tricking users into granting persistent access to their accounts. OAuth phishing attacks do not use the typical approach used in email phishing, i.e. spoofed URL links, sign-in requests, or attached files. This makes this type of phishing more difficult for a less experienced user to detect and may produce a higher rate of success for the hacker. In some cases, the deception is very well designed and may even affect more experienced and competent users.